Good evening. Hi, everybody. You know who I am. The face of the man, Mr. Knast. Evening, Troy. Thank you for popping in tonight. Hello, Miss Jackie. Nice to see you tonight. Hope everyone had a good Thursday. Sorry the show is starting a little bit late than it normally does. Mr. Ness unfortunately had to work till 8 o'clock, and Thursday night is my night, so if I have to work late, the show starts late. So I apologize. So, but we are here now. Don't know really what is going to transpire tonight. So, will Steph be joining? Not tonight. She had another thing come up, so hopefully she will be back with us next week. So, nope, you got me, myself, and I, which is okay. We've done this before. We're seasoned vet at this point. So, I mean, so if you were looking for Spawn, like I said, hopefully she'll be back next week. But how was everybody's Thursday? I hope everyone had a good one. Starting to cool down a little bit. Finally, thank you. Yesterday absolutely sucked. I hate the heat. Everybody that knows me hates I hate the heat. So yes. So I'm waiting to see if a certain someone pops in so I can embarrass her. But if she doesn't, I want to start the show tonight by wishing our new host of the the weather. The weather is beautiful right now tonight. It is. It's cooling down finally. I will agree with that, Jackie, 100%. But I'm ready for it to be like this all day. Okay, anybody who knows me knows I am a fall weather type of guy. Jackie, you should understand. Troy, you should understand. Us football fans like a cool weather, so you can pop up on the couch on a Sunday, sit back and watch football. Which I know a week from tonight is the opening kickoff with the Kansas City and Baltimore playing Thursday. Then Eagles playing that Friday night. So the show might be tough towards the end of next week, but we're still going to push through it. We're still going to try to have our shows, and we'll see what happens. And Troy says, right, yes. I mean, if you honestly think about it, before I get going on another tangent, right now we have a Cowboys fan, a Commanders fan, and an Eagles fan. Now all we need is a Giants fan. So if you know a Giants fan, bring him in. And the Commanders play next Sunday. That is correct. So, I mean, then after Friday, the Eagles don't play again until the following Monday. So, Mr. Banshee's a Giants fan. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get him to pop in and embarrass himself a little bit. We'll see. But so, says he just entered chat. Let's see if he talks. I can't make anyone talk. But hey, John, I'm here. So, fine, we were just talking, okay? As crazy as this sounds, football season is right around the corner. And right now I got Jackie in chat, who's a Cowboys fan. Troy, who's a Commanders fan. Now you're a Giants fan, and I'm an Eagles fan. What a fucking shit show this is. So we were just joking about football season starting next week with the weather cooling down, hopefully finally, I mean, yeah. So we got all four corners of the NFC East covered. There we go. Now we just need 28 other teams, fans to pop in, and then we can have a full NFL discussion. But we'll save that for another day. Because you don't know. Sports could be coming back sooner than you think. So stay tuned for that one. Hockey season, yep, that starts towards the end of October. Very true. Now, well, no, I was going to say, hey, Troy, who do you root for? But I see your Facebook profile picture says it all. Troy is a Washington Capitals fan. But then again, he is from Virginia, so I will excuse him for not liking any other teams because he is representing his hometown squads. Case closed. So, we'll see if anybody else wants to join in on the podcast tonight. I know Like I said, the show did start a little bit late. But yeah. If it's hockey, it's gotta be Flyers. That is true. Mr. Knast, I was in chat a lot Sunday night. That's right, Troy. Sunday was just a random show that we were doing a fantasy football draft. So we were just trying to encourage anyone who does fantasy football to tune in and watch. If they had any questions, if they were doing fantasy drafts themselves, that night was geared towards them. I have no faith in my team this year. Well, Mr. Banshee, I will say I would be a little scared. I would be a little grateful myself. But, yes. Well, we shall see. NFL season always gives us a surprise or two. So, yeah. But what else is everybody else? Like, I don't see a Mama D yet in chat. She must not like me tonight. The Grims aren't in the building yet. I mean, a lot of people aren't here yet. I was going to give a special birthday shout out to the Crimson Phoenix, Miss Heather, but she's not even in chat. Nobody likes me tonight. Damn. I have all dwellers and no basement show crew. That's kind of fucked up. We're supposed to support each other, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding, being funny. So let's open this monitor up real quick. Again, I really didn't do any prep work for this because you're the top man. I am. Not for much longer, but the face that runs the show, as I always say. The man behind it all. That is a very true statement, Miss Jack. I will give you that. The face that runs the place. There you go. The face that runs the place. We'll go with that one. Let's see. Hi there. It's my cousin Kelsey. Hello, Miss Kelsey. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining in tonight. We're just getting started. I haven't really gone over much. Wait, now we have a Broncos fan and a Rams fan because her husband's a Rams fan. All right, we're up to 6 teams representing. We got a Commanders fan, Cowboys fan, a Giants fan, a Broncos fan, an Eagles fan, and a Rams fan. We got 6. We need 26 more teams. Just kidding, guys. Hope everything is well. There's just a bunch of people in chat, and we have fans for like individual teams. So I was being funny. So, hey, I meant to ask you, any idea what courses you're taking? Not yet. I'm going to probably start down in the middle of September to start going over stuff, see what I need to do to get in, see what kind of placement tests I need to take, and then see what kind of classes line up with that. So all that will start probably middle to end of September. I will get all that started, squared away, see what I can do with the whole financial aid aspect of it. And so forth. Yeah. I hope everything is well with you too. Proud of you, cuz. Thank you, cuz. I mean, it is a big step. Doing this the last 2 years has actually inspired me. As crazy as that sounds, to fulfill a dream to get back into school. I mean, one way you gotta look at it is like how much you do with this show is what it does to help promote, like motivate you in a sense. I mean, I know I'm not the smartest cookie. I mean, I figured a lot of this stuff out on my own, doing this stuff with the show now for 25 months almost. So, yeah, I mean, it's just all a wait and see at this aspect. I gotta just get my button gear and get the stuff rolling. Where's Alan? I don't know where Grim is. I know he had a doctor's appointment today. And, yeah, I don't know where they are. So, if he jumps in, he jumps in. He might want to take the night off, and that's perfectly fine. We do a lot during the week. So, we'll see. So, my youngest is starting 9th grade, and guess who her counselor is? Miss Betts. She still does. She's still there. She does 7 through 9 now. That's right, Jackie. I'll tell you who. Guess you wouldn't believe what show I saw today at my job. You want to know? You want to know a blast from the past? I saw an old teacher at my job today, and we talked for a couple minutes. It was good catching up with her. So you started laughing if I told you the name. Chelsea says, "You got this." Yes, it's a day by day type of thing. We're just taking it step by step at this point. And Jackie's asking, who? Miss Kubik. I know everyone's like, who's Miss Kubik? I mean, Jackie should know. She went to high school. Miss Kubik was a business marketing teacher. She ran a DECA program at our school when I was there back in 2000 to 2006. I had her my junior and senior year. So, Jackie, if you remember the school store, she's the one that was in charge of running all of that. I felt like, wow, that's awesome. Hope she's doing well. She seems happy and relaxed. Yeah, I'd say she's doing pretty well. Were you in DECA? Cuz I was. I did it 11th and 12th grade year. And since I'm not trying to talk down, so please don't take this as me insulting myself. But since I was classified as a special ed student, when you do DECA, when you go to competitions and all that, you're in a level what they call customer service. It's the lowest tier possible. So like you do like a test, a mock job interview was like your role playing type thing, and then you had to do a sales presentation. So you were graded on those three things. Well, both years that I was in it, 11th and 12th, I made it to the state competition, which is all held together at the same hotel as the regional competition. So that was pretty cool. My senior year, I missed nationals apparently by like 2 spots. I did a very good presentation and stuff like that. I was like literally that close to making it to nationals out of the state of New Jersey, but unfortunately I didn't. But I still thought it was a pretty cool theory. I mean, definitely a lot of fun. Met a lot of new people. A lot of my friends who were in the class, I was able to hang out with and stuff. So it was a good experience. It helps you actually do a lot more preparing for life than you actually think. Mr. Knast, you like football? I mean, day by day, Troy. We'll see how it goes this year. I have no expectations really. So, I mean, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the game. I know I'm doing a couple of different fantasy leagues. One I didn't want to do, but I was kind of forced back into it. So we'll see how that one plays out. But it should be a very interesting football season, Troy. I will say that. MSHS still looks the same, brings back so many memories. It does. And it was funny talking to Ms. Kovic today because she had asked me how long had I been working at my job. And I said 18 years. So I told her, I was like, I started my senior year, which was, oddly enough, 18 years ago. And she started laughing. She's like, oh, you make me feel so old. I couldn't help but laugh at her. So, I mean, it's just depending on how you look at it. I don't do fantasy. Is it fun or hard? Well, that's a loaded question, Troy. It could be fun if you don't have any aspect of money tied into it, or it could be hard because now you're trying to build the right team so you actually win money. So, I mean, that's a two-sided question. So it could be fun and it could be hard. It depends on what type of league you're in. If you're betting money, if you're just doing it for fun, like our Yahoo league that we're doing through the Basement Show, is just for fun. That's just for bragging rights. Now the other one I'm doing that I have a draft for next week is money, so that one gets a little bit more competitive. More you gotta put more focus into it because you want to make sure that you're setting that best roster every single week. So I mean, it just all depends on how you look at it. And Jackie's laughing. Yeah. Well, Jackie, you think about it. If I graduated 2006, that makes you 2004, 2005. So you're coming up on your 20-year anniversary, miss. I don't want to hear it. question: what made you want to start the basement show? That is that's honestly a good question. I mean, pretty much why the reason I wanted to start the basement show is needed something to do. Single guy like myself, living by myself, a lot of free time. Is like, okay, like what can I do to pass time? And I mean, I love talking sports. I'm a big movie buff. Everybody knows. I knew a couple people who were really big into music. So I was like, that me and my one friend did a pre-recorded episode, which you can go back and listen to on YouTube. Pardon me. Sorry, it was a 37-minute audio. We were just talking sports. Two guys just sitting back and hanging out for one night, and we said, you know what? Let's do a recording. We'll upload it, see what happens with it. And then, unfortunately, you had the pandemic, so that gets like everything squashed. Then, when I came back to it in 2022, I was like, like this would be actually pretty interesting if I did it live, and like had people like watching you do it. So it's almost like a Facebook Live type of video, but you're actually doing a show. So you're hoping people will sit back, interact with you, or sit back and watch. Like right now, there's 4 people, and I got a couple people talking. Like, I thought that was a cool idea. Like, let's take this live, and you can make it almost like a TV show because you can watch it, like I said, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you're sitting in the living room or something, you have YouTube, you can pop it up on YouTube and have it on a flat screen TV. So it's almost like you're watching a TV show, and us here at the Basement Show, your entertainment for that night. So I mean, it's just gave me something to do, gave me something to look forward to, got me out of a comfort zone that I've been in for years. Because anybody who knows me, I mean, I hated talking on camera in front of people. Hate being on camera because I'm sorry, but I'm not the best looking guy. But like doing this show for the past 2 years has just gotten me to like come out of a shell. So I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like you start it for fun, and then you see how it progresses and grows, and now like it's become a household name. Like people look forward to what we do every single night to see what happens next. Like it's just like it's fun to build that community, and it's cool to entertain people on a nightly basis. Sure, we may not have like sometimes the best of shows. Like we have what we call the shit shows and all that, but that's what happens when you do this. It's live, it's spontaneous. Like you don't want to do too many program shows because then you feel like a robot and you're just going through the motions. So yeah, sometimes we might go off the rails and just have a bullshit session one night, but that's what makes this fun because you don't know what to expect, when to expect it. Troy's asking, what's your favorite thing of the Basement Show? Probably just hanging out. Because now that I've been doing it so long, like being in front of this camera doesn't bother me anymore. It's like I'm not even looking, like it feels like I'm just talking to my friends. So like the social interaction I get out of it, meeting new people, coming in, just hanging out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just, it allows you to be yourself and have an audience watch you. Now, granted, eventually, now that you've been doing it for so long, you would hope that those audiences would get bigger. Like sometimes we have 12, 13 people in here. That's great. But like, as someone who has been doing this since day one, it would be awesome. Like I had a guest on about a year ago. He goes by Coach Clay TV. He's a well-known streamer. And I had him on my one show to one night, and I had 35 people watching this. Imagine that night in, night out. 35 people watching your show, taking a second to pop in and see what the show's all about. Because some people do, and some people turn off like, what is this? Like, why are you blowing my feet up with this crap? Like, there's people that will be harsh about it, but then there's other people that would be like, this is actually pretty cool. And like Jackie said, I hope you know the show you created has touched many people. Many people, well, me for sure, love watching the show, honestly. And that's what it's become. It's become a show. It's not even like Grim will tell you to hand off right off the bat. This isn't even a podcast anymore. This is a show with weekly episodes that people can tune in and voice what they want. Like we love the interaction. So don't if you watch these shows, don't think that you can't talk with us. Like we want you to talk with us. We want you to like interact. We want you to join the Basement Dwellers. Like you guys are what fuel these shows. So if you're looking in chat, don't. We're all normal people like everybody else. So even if you say hi and you introduce yourself, that's one step more than some people ever do. Like I know Jackie for years. She can probably tell you like I'm probably one of the nicest guys she's ever met. And then you got people like Shannon, Shannon's always been behind the scenes. You had Grim with the Verge of Sanity for as many years as he was. Like, it's all about entertaining people. And that's what we try to do on a nightly basis, is entertain people. Yeah, we may have certain shows planned out once in a while, like having a birthday celebration, like the Honor the Basement show. Like, Grim has hit what he does. Ladies Night do what they do. But, like, all in all, it's just a way to hang out with people. We're here to entertain you. So, like, if people can't talk, don't want to talk, it kind of makes doing this live like nothing. We want to come into your home. We want you to be part of the show. So that's why we do these live, so people can be part of it. So, I mean, if you're looking in chat, don't. Yes, people don't know what they walk into sometimes. Like Jackie always jokes around and says, what did I just walk into? Like, you don't know. Like, you follow the page, sure, there might be a promo for that day saying that we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But at the end of the day, it just might be a show like this where we're just sitting back, talking and hanging out. And that's what sometimes honestly makes the best shows, is when you can just sit back, interact with the people who watch your shows, and talk with them. You're basically just doing like a Zoom call. At that point, it's like, okay, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show, and I'll talk with them. Like, I mean, that's what we want. We want the interaction. So I ain't saying all here at the Basement Show. Troy's agreeing with Jackie with the same. All the show is amazing. Everyone does a great job. And yes, and some of these people, other than Grim, honestly, and maybe me occasionally, has never been on camera. People like Miss Grim, Mama G, the Spawn, Heather, like the Crimson Phoenix, like they're all newbies. And like to see them step out of a comfort zone to join us do these shows is absolutely amazing. So yes, it's awesome to get encouragement from everyone in chat. It really is, because it fuels us to do a better job. And like Ryan just wrote, the Basement Show is the inspiration behind the Put podcast. I mean, so like now we're inspiring people to do what we're doing. That's awesome. You make that, even if it's a smidge like that small, you make an impact on somebody's life to try something new. It gets them out of that comfort zone, and it's just like a whole new horizon opens up. So like they always tell you, follow your dreams, be passionate about something. That's what we hope to do with everyone watching. We want to inspire people. Hey, they do it. Why can't I do it? But hey, they're people just like me. I can communicate with these people. I can talk to these people. Like, that's all this is. We just do it one step farther than some people do. Because a normal podcast, you're only doing maybe 1-2 episodes, maybe 3 a month. And most of the time, you're just doing recordings. where you play shows like the Basement Show, you have 4 different nights of different types of shows with different people. So you're not seeing that same person night in, night out. Yeah, me and Grim are on a lot. But then you also got Miss Grimm, you got Mama D, you got Spawn, you got the Crimson Phoenix. So it's like a well balanced, oiled machine that we're just trying to grow. Like, I know a lot of people I work with sometimes tune in. So, like, it's spreading. I mean, sure, I shouldn't say this in a mean way, but there are a lot of people who follow the Basement Show who we don't know if they're real or not because they don't never run shows. But the ones that are, they recognize us now. Hey, you're the one that does the Basement Show. And, like, they know that we've gotten to that level and we're going to continue to try to get higher at that level. It's absolutely amazing. But we need you people in chat. I don't mean to say like you people. Like, we need you watchers to help us like keep growing. It's word of mouth. It's word association. It's, hey, I watched this show on a nightly basis. It's called The Basement Show with Mr Knast. I think you might like it. And anyone who can tell you, like, we welcome people with open arms. Till you piss us off and then we get rid of you. But that's besides the point. Don't be afraid. There's something you want to talk about. You want to come in and badmouth us. Please, be my guest. What's your opinion? That's what these shows are all about, is being able to come in and say how you really feel. Because I've dealt with trolls before that will come in and show a whole bunch of rift. Because you know what? They're jealous. That people, they will pop in and watch the show on a nightly basis because they're looking for something to do. They want to stir that pot. Well, we welcome it. So, the show might not be the same from when it was when we first started. And yeah, we might have lost some followers along the way. I can't control that. None of us can. But the ones that do come in on a nightly basis, we appreciate so much. Because you guys are what make these shows the way they are. So help get the word out. Help us get new people in here. Because at the end of the day, it's all a show. So these shows only go as far as you, the viewer, the follower, the occasional watchers. Like, you are what fuel these shows. And that's why at the end of every night, I try to thank everybody who is in chat. I can't thank those who don't say hi. I would love to. I'd love to be able to have a full list of everyone who stops in chat, but like right now, showing me 5. There's someone on the Basement Show Twitch that hasn't said 2 words. So yeah, I can see that they're watching, but they're not talking. So I can't acknowledge that person and say, hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's awesome to have you in chat. But like on Facebook, I can see I got Jackie, Troy, and Ryan Banshee. I mean, that's what this is all about. Like, being able to interact with your viewers. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Yeah, there might be some nights that we can't get to every single comment. But that's what happens. Like, we get sometimes going that we us hosts go on a tangent that we don't stop. So then I know a lot of people will go back and get caught up on the comments, and that's fine because at least you're taking that time to acknowledge those who come in and support your shows. Because I'm going to ask Jackie and Troy and Ryan since they're in chat. Like, if we didn't acknowledge you guys in chat, like say I just had it like this, I can't see any comments, so I don't know what you're saying in chat. So how would you feel like if you guys were talking the whole entire time and not one of us acknowledged any of it? You wouldn't want to watch it because you don't feel like you're part of the show. That's why it's nice over here. That's why I keep the screen the way I do, so I can see those comments. These shows depend on who watches them. So, like, yeah, is it ballsy to take something like this live? Absolutely. Is it everyone's cup of tea? No. But those who do watch, who do talk, like, we try to acknowledge every single one. So if you don't want to talk and you're just looking at them, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's missing out on the interaction of it. So it is just, hey, I just popped in to say hi real quick. Oh, well, thanks for popping in. Like, that's what we wanted to do. So, like Mr. Troy saying to Mr. Knast, you guys are an amazing job. I love you guys so much. It's fun. It's no fun if you don't talk. And then you guys all said it would be sad. You already know my Troy says sad. You already know my answer. I'm not watching no more. It wouldn't be fun. No, because as crazy as it is, it's not a podcast. Like, I could sit back right now, pull up YouTube over on my TV over here, and just sit back and watch the show on YouTube and not say a word. Again, which is fine. But at the end of the day, all you're doing is hurting yourself. It's 2 letters. Hi. H-I. Or you could put 2 other letters. F-U. We don't care. Because we've developed such a strong community with these shows that if you don't want to support it, you don't have to. That's completely on you. I'm not going to hold your hand or interlock it like that and say, hey, you got to go watch the basement show tonight. That's a choice you make. We can't make you. You want to check us out? You're more welcome to. You want to say, stop blowing my newsfeed up with your stupid bullshit? You can do that too. I learned some shit off these shows too. Like one show with Ladies Night, Mama D was telling the kids, like, if you're in a boy, if you need help, loved it, yeah. And that's what Mama D does. That's what Miss Grimm does. We look out for each other. Because yes, we're all family off the show, but we're all family on the show as well. So don't think that you're not. When both fans go live, we love talking to the chat. Is what makes doing this fun. Absolutely. Not in Evening Grimm. There he is. Mr. Grimm's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. When both fans go live, we love talking to the chat. Is what makes doing this fun. Absolutely. I would agree. Gary, nice to see you. We're just really not a set topic. I mean, we're just sitting here talking about what fuels these shows, like what makes the basement show what it is. So I mean, like Jackie was asking, like, what made me want to start the basement show? So I mean, it's just one of those like question marks, because we're just like gaining that audience and like. Because, like I was saying, well, like all family here on the basement show. Nobody's different. So, I mean, Jackie asked a couple of good questions. Like, what made you want to start the show? Troy asked, what was my favorite thing about doing your show? It's just endless. I mean, there's so much you can say. Like, Grimm's the seasoned vet. Out of anybody on this show, Grimm has the most experience. So, like, getting him over here to be like a partner in crime almost with the basement show is awesome. And I'm gonna say it, and I don't care if somebody finds out I said it. They were holding Grimm back. Grimm's been in this for 13 years, 12 of which were with Verge. And I told Alan before, you're being held back. Yeah, you might be somebody's right-hand man, But at the end of the day, you're not getting to do what you want to do. So I remember talking to him when it first started. I was like, look, I'll give you your own night. I told Grim flat out, I was like, look, if you want to join the basement show, you're more than welcome to. I will give you your own night, your show, your rules. Because Grim knows how to do this shit. And if you ask me, the last 13, 14 months he's been over here, his creativity has spiked. And everybody has seen it firsthand. Because, yeah, you might be able to get away with and do some of your own stuff over on the other show. But coming over here, I think I opened up a whole new door. Now, he may disagree, but I'm proud of him. He knows what he's doing. That's not the problem, but Grim does what he does because of his experience, yes. But two, that creativeness is sparked. So to see what Grim was 2 years ago to compare to it now, it's night and day. I tell him all the time, I was like, sir, you have grown. We all have grown. Like I said a couple minutes ago, you would have told me I would have to sit in front of a camera, talk in front of a mic to do something like this, do it live. I would have laughed. So yeah, okay. But look, I overcame my fear. Look at Miss Grim. She's always been behind. Yeah, she'll make the cameo appearance once in a while on Rouge. But then she got involved helping Morgan with the entertainment night. Now she's a household name. Every time she's on, hey Miss Grim, then you got people like Mama D, who again, never done this before in her life. She was one of our viewers. Hey Mama D, you'd like trivia night? Would you like to be one of the hosts? I'll let you help me with the trivia night. Next thing you know, she's a namestay. Now everybody knows Mama D. Spawn. We brought her on to see if she would want to try something like that. See if she would want to do it. She appeared on Ladies' Night, helping the ladies out. And she branched off, did a couple of her own things. She did an hour cooking show one night by herself. She did an autism awareness thing by herself. The Crimson Phoenix, never done this before in her life. And then all of a sudden, she was in the chat. We said, hey, why don't you try this out with Mad Grim one night? And now look, she's a namestay on the show. All you people who allow us to be us. And that's all we ever ask for. Are there people out there that are going to hate the basement show? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, do you think we care? No. Because it fuels us to do what we do. Now, I don't know, Grimstar wasn't in the chat, maybe you got teary-eyed what I was saying, but doing these shows has now become a passion. Okay? I almost went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting to learn what I learned. And the fact that I didn't, but still taught myself so much when it comes to making background, making intros, outros, how to go live. This is all stuff that I self-taught myself. So, yeah, people may criticize what I do. But at the end of the day, put yourself in our shoes. Do what we do on a nightly basis. It's not easy. You all do a marvelous last job. Thank you, Jack. You all hail to Edward King. Take a number, fuckface. I love that people love us, but I like it even more when they hate us. And Grim, that's a spot on comment. The haters are what make us stronger. Because at the end of the day, we deeply appreciate everyone who does love us. Don't get us wrong. But the ones that come out in utter woodwork and say how much they hate us and what makes us want to piss people off even more. Or if you're going to come out and say, oh, the show's not the same as it was when it first started, that hurts. Because if you ask me, the show's gotten stronger. And it's going to continue to get stronger. Sure, I may be taking that step back come the end of the year, but the show's not going anywhere. Grim's even told you. He's in it for the long run. The Basement Show will, in fact, become a household name if we have to drive it down people's fucking throats. So, hate us, love us, it's all the same. So, I mean, if there's any more, look who it is! It's the birthday girl! Wait, Heather, don't leave. I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but I don't care. Don't leave! Heather, don't leave! Heather, don't leave! Oh, geez, what did I miss? Yeah, I missed nothing. We've just been sitting back, enjoying the night. Hold on, don't like stupid ads.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
There you go, Miss Heather. Happy birthday. I will probably get flack for that, but you know what? I don't give two shits because we always play our disputes here, and yes. Heather should be back in studio tomorrow night with a good old Rev Grim. And Grim, you get to pick on her a day after her birthday, and I'm curious to see how that goes. Thank you all so much. I know how to make you go blush. Oh, I could do one better if you want, Heather. You want me to make you blush? Don't go nowhere. Brown Podcast is here to help. I'm here. I hate you all, but I watch you all every day. Just kidding. Love when they have my name in their mouth because it only makes me more famous. Absolutely grim. Happy birthday, best night of the year. Don't worry, I'm on for a few. I gotta love that. Thank you. He might pick on you tomorrow night, though. He might pick on you tomorrow night. Just saying. Sorry, 1 second. I had to respond to a quick message. She's 21 again. Damn. 21 again, huh? What can we find that says that? Let's see. Let's do this. Just my 18th anniversary. Okay. Let's see. So then you need something like this, Miss Heather. That makes it bigger, or is it just going to get smaller? Okay. There you go, Miss Heather, just for you. Happy birthday plus question mark equals question mark. Happy birthday, however old you are. There you go. 21 was a great birthday year from what you can't remember. Oh, I can remember my 21st birthday like it was yesterday. I can remember my 13th birthday like it was yesterday. I mean, it depends on what kind of. Look, someone has to have a great day today. Yeah, sure as fuck won't be me. Actually, I can't say that because it's been a pretty good day. I mean, can't remember anything after my third shot at midnight. Ooh, Heather, you're going old school with that one. You might have just showed your age. Not so great. Hugh. Grim, it will get better. Every day, I can't remember my 21st birthday at all. I can. I was stuck babysitting my brother-in-law in Atlantic City because we went down for the night. My mom's friend had gotten us a room at the old Showboat Casino, which is now just the Showboat Hotel. And my brother-in-law decided he wanted to double fist rum and cokes all night while playing roulette. Well, 14 hours later, we're still on the same roulette table. My brother-in-law has pissed his pants, won about $900, and we're going to breakfast, and he got up and did a face plant on the casino floor. And then when I got home, me and my dad got home. Mom asked me how the night was. Told her. Said, "Well, did you enjoy the hotel room?" And I flat out told her, "Never saw the hotel room. Sorry." Ha ha ha! Babysitting a drunk person, gotta love it. I've been there. I've been there more than once. Alan says he remembers 21. So that was 1992? Maybe? Oh, then we owe you a new 21st birthday bash. Make new memories you can't remember, laugh out loud. That will be my birthday theme this year. I was drinking every night of September till the day of my 21st birthday. Well, look at you, Mr. Banshee. Give or take. Fair enough. Here you go, Miss Heather. Another one for you. Just for Miss Heather. Just with honoring her 21st birthday. There you go. Make this a little bit bigger. 21 today. It's your special birthday, and look what you've become. A gorgeous, awesome woman as you turn 21. There you go. Kind of looks like her in a way. I mean, minus the hair, since Heather likes to have blue hair, but beer pong every night that year. Yeah, I haven't played beer pong in a while. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, okay, exit out of that. Beer pong. I am loyal. Oh, now we're high praising ourselves. Best was 34 in May. I got with Miss Grimm, but then July I went in the shitter on the 18th. That is very true, but you bounced back. You're stronger than ever. So I mean, there's a plus and negative to it. I mean, depends on how you look at it. Couple of airplane bottles will make you feel like royalty. Okay. And what is the drink of choice tonight, Miss Heather? Text me or message me. I can't see the messages from you. Okay, it's not gonna work. Because you need to be with the surgery come. Grim, I know all about it. I was talking to Miss Grim. I am been threatened. I'm not allowed to try taking extended time off of work. But I am going to try my damnedest to find out a way how to. Jim Beam, fire only drink crushed my lips these days. Jim Beam's not a bad choice. I mean, I'm actually pretty damn proud of myself. I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years. You'll be. Nope. I'm sure she already told you. So I'm screwed one way to hell. Hey, Philly beat the Met. Atlanta, cool. Great job, John. Proud of you. I mean, okay. What I tell people all the time, I'm 37. So I'm 21 times plus 16. I did a lot of drinking between the ages of 21 to 25. So the older I've gotten, it's like, okay, do I really need to keep doing this? And the answer is no. Yeah, we've all had our drunken rowdy nights. Just I had my rough and rowdy nights up to about 25, but then like I slowed down. And now I look at it, I'm 37. I don't need to do it anymore. Still something to be proud of. I am proud of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying it could be February before I'm really back up and running. I did hear that, sir. I mean, we will wish you every step of the way. If I'm not allowed to take extended time off, I will be there any way I possibly can. I'm sure Heather will be there, and Mama D's going to be there. We got your back, sir. Remember, what is that? Wait. What is that? Oh, wait, nope, it's up here now. I forgot. Hold on, wait. What is that? You're not alone. I had my drinking before I was 21, so 20 wasn't a big deal. I mean, I had a couple drinks before I was 21. Okay, so I had a couple. And it's funny because I actually had my first beer at 6. My immediate family knows it. Not many of my friends know it. But back in the day, never alone with us? Absolutely. I couldn't agree with that. So, anybody know what NASCAR is? That's a stupid question. Everybody knows what NASCAR is. Okay. So, NASCAR is what my parents used to gamble on a lot back in the day with a group of friends. Every Sunday they would get together and watch the NASCAR race. That's A, how I learned my numbers, and B, taught myself a lot because with having a learning disability I had, it was hard for me to remember stuff. Well, NASCAR helped with that, believe it or not. Anywho, every Sunday, whenever they had a race, they would always get together with a group of friends. And you know how it is when you're a kid. If your parents have friends over, that's your aunt, that's your uncle, that's your aunt, that's your uncle, and so forth. Yes.
NASCAR. Whose house can be louder, my parents or your parents?
Depends.
As soon as you started going, I was like, "Yep, I gotta jump in because we're gonna laugh about this."
Gotta jump off. Got little more birthday tidbit before bed and work. Thank you all for my birthday wishes. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow night. Everyone, XOXO.
Love
Have
you.
to enjoy the rest of your birthday. You have only 2 hours and 19 minutes. Sucks to be you. But and mine says hello. Last real drink I had was July of 2023 during the celebration of life. Yeah, that is true. But you were around long enough when we were kids. That, like I said, everyone is your aunt, that's your uncle, vice versa. While my uncles would be drinking enough that they would lose track of it, they would be giving me dust
Thank you. Have a good one.
food delivery.
Yeah, but after getting that meat order and taking all the time to put it away, I was like, we are not cooking.
Fair enough.
I think that's the first time. That's the first time we've ordered out. Besides pizza, when you're here,
And what'd you order?
Terramino's,
Huh?
the place where we normally get the panzerottis from.
Yep.
But we just got sandwiches tonight, just because it was easy. And yeah, I don't feel like cooking.
No, that's fair. But no, what I was saying is, you remember my Uncle Bacon, my Uncle Paul, every time they would give me a dollar, I would drink a beer at the age of like 6.
Yeah, I'd walk in the door and it would be, all right, who's your pick?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's not an answer. All right, Mom.
Plus, it's easy being sleazy. That is, huh?
Sleazy. My husband would know. He is sleazy.
Is he sleazy or is he easy or is he both?
Depending on the person, probably both. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, I just wanted to pop in because we were talking NASCAR, and
OnlyFans. There you go. Bill's gonna make an OnlyFans account.
oh dear God. No, he found out that the girl that he sees on TikTok all the time has an OnlyFans, and he got all excited.
Oh boy. There goes your credit card, Bill. No, just a little bullshit night. People were asking like, what made me want to start the basement show. So we just been sitting here hanging out talking.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I got a couple scratch offs today from work because I had to go run a couple errands, so I'm just scratching them off and seeing if I can retire tomorrow. I highly doubt it, but wishful thinking.
Well, nobody was in HR today, so I couldn't talk to them about taking time off.
You and I already had this discussion, sir.
I don't remember it. Sorry. I'm Tom.
I'm Tom. Is your dementia kicking in, Johnny?
Yep. Sorry.
You're a jerk.
So I have to wait till next week because I'm off tomorrow. And then I'll work the weekend, so I'll have to talk to them on Monday.
You're gonna do what you want to do. You don't listen to me anyway. I know.
Well,
I know how you are, and I know that I'm just wasting my breath.
I'm going to work from home.
You're gonna work from home. How are you gonna unload a truck from home?
Build a robot.
Build a robot. Take Freya to work. Let Freya unload the truck. Can you imagine?
That'd be funny. I pulled that bit at the doctor's today. Hi, I'm Tom.
Yeah, he did. He pulled that today. Right at the reception when we were making his appointment to go see the trauma surgeon.
Hey, sometimes you have to. I mean, when you're having a shitty day and...
Oh, the receptionist thought he was fucking hysterical. And I was like, don't laugh at him. Please don't laugh because you're only going to make it worse.
Don't encourage him.
Yeah, don't encourage him. It only feeds him to go more. I don't think we can't retire tomorrow off this ticket, hon.
Well,
Oh well.
So yeah, just a random bullshit night, hanging out, having fun.
we don't meet the criteria anyway.
We don't meet the criteria anyway. What's the criteria to retire tomorrow?
No, to win the big one on the lottery tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd just be happy to win one of those like $5,000 for a week for the rest of your life.
This one's the $10,000 bingo.
Troy says, hi, Miss Groom.
You know,
Troy was on earlier when I went live earlier.
95 fucking years old. And
Yeah, I didn't pop in, but I saw that you guys were putting away the meat.
Yeah,
Meat.
mate. There's a lot more pork than there was beef. But tomorrow we have to do the chicken because we didn't get to it tonight. It's sitting in the refrigerator and it's boxed.
Hot roast pork sandwiches, polo and cheese, and I'll get the broccoli rabe. We'll
They
make
didn't
room.
have my roast beef and gravy. I could have cried.
What's he saying? I like to pop it in.
What?
I like to pop it in.
What are you talking about?
Johnny just said he saw us, but he didn't pop in. I said, I like popping it in.
Oh, yeah, you do like popping it in because you're a scumbag.
Oh,
He
what?
just
You're a scummy bag. So,
he's just being grim.
yeah, he's being pillow talk with Grim.
Yep, that's what your new show is called, sir.
I told him that earlier and he went, what?
Yep,
That's
no
your
more
first
regular show. It's gonna be called Pillow Talk with Grim.
Can you go peeking at your dog because it's very noisy in there?
I haven't seen Mama D in chat tonight. Was she mad at us?
I think she was laying down. I talked to her vaguely earlier because Kenny jumped on when we were unboxing and saying he wanted to play with Grimm's meat. It was quite funny.
Go. And I'm getting a really from Gary. Yes. Grim's new show will be called Pillow Talk with Grim. Coming soon.
Coming soon to a lightning near you.
Yep, and there's gonna be naked women on Pillow Talk. There you go, see? He's already embracing it. I like it.
And of course he's embracing it.
He has no choice. I'm its producer.
Reveal a strike symbol in the lightning spot. And
Wait, that doesn't sound right, but I just said that and then come on. Whammy.
Well, I got $10. $5. I got a free ticket.
All right.
Free is free.
Here, hold so I can check on your dog. Holding.
What? Holding.
Holding. So Mr. Ron went out with his friend. Came back with a handle of wine.
We'll see how that works out for you.
I went, oh God.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you there.
Okay.
No.
I'm not afraid of you. Yeah, we're just having a bullshit night, though. Someone asked if Swan was joining us. I said, no, not tonight.
No, not tonight.
No, I already talked to her.
Still waiting to see if she's going to show up or not because my grandson needs a punishment.
Ooh, can we do it live on the show?
Yeah, no, I can't do that one live on the show, but he
Damn.
definitely needs to learn.
Jackie's back. I didn't know your Jackie even left. Rude.
What day is your next day off?
Me?
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Is it supposed to be nice tomorrow?
Let's look.
Maybe I should have Johnny come here and help.
What?
While you're working.
Johnny, want to play with boobies?
Boobies?
No, not the boobies.
Oh, yeah, good.
I could have Johnny come here and help me do the preen. Wait a second. What time are we going to be doing this tomorrow night?
We haven't decided on a time yet.
10 to 1 tomorrow night show is going to be mobile.
Okay. So let's see. We got thunderstorms today. Let me close this out.
Yeah, we didn't get them.
Mostly cloudy, not as warm. Shower in the area. Possibility tomorrow. 84 on Saturday. 86 Sunday. 80 on Monday. Ooh, 76 on Tuesday. Nice. 77.
I got the preen to put down outside where... Remember where I took all that grass out of?
Yeah.
I got the preen and the
It was
staples
on
to put
clearance.
it down. It was on clearance. So I'm like, sure. So I just got to take it and get the rest of the grass out of there again, rake it out real good, put the preen down, put the staples into the preen, and then I just got to go and get the fencing, put the shit back in it. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do about the rocks, because it's going to take like a bag or two of rocks.
Yeah, you can swim by them all. You know that.
Yeah, I'm going to see how I am tomorrow. I mean, right now I'm fucking sore from being bent and twisted.
Well, it should be expected. They probably ran you for a crapshoot today.
Well, they took pictures of the hip, and then, you know, you got to twist a certain way, and it causes groin pain, but there's no cartilage left in between the pelvis and the head of the femur.
Ugh.
So it's all bone on bone there. But I got to meet with the trauma team on the 4th next week to see about getting this spike and these screws out. Then I'm probably going to have to heal up.
Shame we couldn't get the x-rays today.
Yeah, I'd have to heal up for about 6 to 8 weeks. And then I go in, and then they'll cut me back open again. And then there's a lot of hardware that's still going to have to come out during that. So there's another 6 to 8 weeks of healing. So it's like February, almost March, before I'm going to be back up and fully functional.
We're gonna get you through it.
Oh, the doctor today, he goes, look, I'm going to tell you now. He goes, last time you got relieved with a lot of the pain when we did this. He goes, this is going to be painful. And I told him, I said, honestly, with what I've been through in the past year and a half, there isn't any pain that can be worse than what I've already dealt with.
Yeah.
You got to think I lived 18 years in pain, and now I've got a completely different type of pain.
Yeah, but they have a strong support system behind you.
Yeah. I mean, I told her, I said, I'm thinking about doing this one. I mean, granted, in the hospital, they're going to give me drugs in the hospital. But I'm thinking about doing this one all cold turkey and not taking anything.
I mean, that's a choice only you can make, sir.
Like I said, he's already said, pulling that, because it's been in there about 17, 18 years, that rod. So, he goes, it's going to hurt like hell, because they're going to go through your knee again, which means I'm going to have to rehab the knee all over again.
Yeah.
Because last time when they did the knee, I only was able to bend my knee 11 degrees flexion.
Damn.
So I ended up getting it the rest of the way myself. But then when they go in to do the hip itself, they actually are going to cut through the old scar, but they have to pull all the muscle out to get down to the slide plate.
Please.
So it's alive, and they're going to put a bigger spike in than what's in the right side. Because of where the screws are, we got to get below the screws, because it's like he said, if you take a piece of paper and you pull on a piece of paper, that piece of paper is fairly strong. But if you put a pinhole in that piece of paper, you now have weakened that paper, and you can chance it to rip. And he goes, it's the same thing with the bone. It's going to be weaker, so there's a chance that it's a better chance that it could actually break. So we actually have to put a 200 millimeter spike down in the femur shaft.
So you're talking a multiple-hour procedure on top of all of this, too.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna have to keep me company.
I don't know. When they did my other hip, I have how long it took.
3 hours.
It took 3 hours for them to do the other one, and the other one was just breaking the old hip out and putting the new pieces in.
Well,
That side, there's not much left of the pelvis wall. But my pelvis has got a lot of scarring, and a lot of it's shot.
well, as soon as you find out dates, let me know. I am at least taking off the day of your operation, so she's not there by herself.
Yeah.
She can't yell at me for taking the day off.
But it's, it's got to be done. Because the only other option is to just do injections, but injections are only going to buy me time.
No. Because you're still going to be playing with it day in, day out anyway.
Yeah, because like I said, there's no cartilage, so the cartilage is completely gone and destroyed. And that's the thing, now the bones are just bone on bone, and the bones are just becoming bad, and it's just a matter of time before the bone just wears away too much, or it just tries to fuse itself together.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, we already dealt with that one once. That's what happened with the right one. It was fused together, and they had to shatter that hip in order to get it out.
Yeah, I don't wish on anybody.
All right, so I'm going to be in chat, but I'm going to jump out of studio.
Okay. Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your show.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, hello. Pop in from the gram. They're always welcome to jump in on the show. So who else is still in the chat? Let's see. Let me see if I can get anyone to answer you. The good old famous roll call. Which I hope to have a sound effect for soon. So Grim's still here, Gary's still here. Mr. Knast is still in chat. I don't know if that counts as a review. So that might be the three on Facebook. And then the one lone survivor on Twitch that hasn't said 2 words. Maybe it's Dorf just has my show open while he's streaming. That'd be cool. Sounds like I just went for a winter now. Yeah. So, what can we dive into for the rest of the night? You know what I'm going to do, though? I am actually, since I am slacking with these lately, we're going to have a quick commercial break that will show you our new show lineup. So, stay tuned, and I shall be back in a minute.
Soul to me for eternity. Release your life to begin another time with her, and you're brave with me. There's another way. Release your life, take your place inside the fire with her.
there you go. That is the Basement Show and the Forgotten Podcast show lineup. In case you haven't heard. So make sure to stop in and show every show of support. There is 6 different shows. And I am working on maybe bringing back a number 7. So you shall see what happens in the near future with us here at the Basement Show. Because you just never know what you know till you know. So Troy's back in the studio. Well, chat, sorry. Welcome back, Troy. Nice to see you. There we go. I'm just putting Facebook up on my other computer again. But so what else is on people's minds tonight? I know it looks like we lost. Jackie's not in chat anymore. Ryan's not in chat anymore. See, they don't say goodnight. They just leave. They don't say that they're leaving. That kind of hurts my feelings. Thought you were family. But no, it's just a better hangout night. So let's see. What kind of stories can I find? Ooh, what is this? So let's see. 17 true ghost stories that will send chills down your spine. Ooh, I kind of like the sound of this. Let's close that out. Close that. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Close that. Okay, let's see. Lock up the doors and check under the bed. You're going to need all the help you can get after reading these very scary and real ghost stories. And if you don't believe in supernatural occurrences, you might change your mind after learning about these real life experiences from ordinary people who claim to have experienced ordinary events. Okay, so let's see. Number 1. I'll put this up so everyone can see it. So this is 17 real life ghost stories that will leave your spine tingling, apparently. We shall see. So, this one is called The Grandmas in the Cemetery. Jeff, a resident of Dayton, Ohio, was driving with his 3-year-old son, Miles, in the backseat when they passed by a modest cemetery decorated with only flowers and small plaques. It basically looks like a ghost garden. Jeff explains on the podcast, Monsters Among Us. So there you go. It might be a podcast to go check out. Let's see. According to Jeff, as they drove by, his toddler, who happily singing abruptly stopped, pointed to the cemetery and exclaimed, "Look at all those people." Jeff turned to look, but didn't see a soul. Confused, he asked Miles what he was talking about. "All those people over there," his son replied. "There sure are a lot of grandmas." As Jeff tells it, chills ran down his spine, and he asked his son what the people were doing. "They're all standing there, looking down at the grass," Miles said. Completely unsettled by the conversation, Jeff sped up and drove home. Later that same day, he said his young son was watching TV when he turned to Jeff and said, "You know, they weren't alive." Thinking Miles was referring to the cartoon, Jeff asked what he meant. "Those people we saw, they were all paused." His son said, "I don't know if my son has the sixth sense," Jeff says, "or he just has a wild imagination." Yikes. Anyone who has never seen the Sixth Sense might think the kid's special. I mean, who knows? But what's that called again? The Monsters Among Us. I have to check that out. See if it's actually a Facebook group for it. I've heard of this one, the Ghost of the Stanley Hotel. Everyone who's been to Stanley Hotel knows that it is on it by the person at the top of the stairs. The Standard Hotel in Essex Park, Colorado. I have been there, a lot of fun. If you're a history buff, then it's definitely worth checking out. The Standard Hotel in Essex Park, Colorado has now been around for more than 100 years, and it was built as a posh getaway for the wealthy seeking solitude in the mountains. And they're not lying, because it is up in the mountains. It's a beautiful hotel. As the years passed, however, occupancy declined, and by the 1970s, the Grand Hotel had fallen into disrepair. It was around that time that the famed author Stephen King spent the night there and was inspired to write the book The Shining. Now, people who watch the movie The Shining think that the movie was filmed at the Colorado Hotel because of the hotel, Standard Hotel, blah, 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 but it was not. It was filmed at the Overlook Hotel up in the mountains in Oregon, which is another beautiful hotel that I hope one day to go see. The book and blockbuster film helped return the Standard to its former glory. Now guests come in droves to see the hotel that inspired one of the scariest horror movies of all time. And one of my favorites of all time. Here's Johnny. Given its history, it should come as no surprise that many visitors report strange happenings. Aware of the ghostly rumors, Texas resident Henry Liu booked a last-minute getaway in April of 2016 to check it out. 2016. That might actually have been... Wait a minute. That might have been the same year I was out there. Holy shit. Maybe I saw this guy. After arriving, Yu had dinner, then wandered around the Stanley to take photos. Stopping at the staircase, he waited for people to clear the area. Then he took a picture, thinking nothing of it. Later that night, however, Liu fell seriously ill. I felt really sick. I had the shivers. I was like, something's really wrong. He tells Today.com his companion suggested he go to the emergency room, but Yao refused. On the trip home, Yao began swiping through the photos he had taken when he discovered what he saw was a really strange image of someone standing on the stairs. Except no one had been there. And the next day he posted a photo on Instagram, half jokingly, that he captured a ghost, and the world took notice. Almost overnight, Yu found himself in the limelight with ghost picture warranting attention from global media outlets and paranormal experts who wanted to examine the photo. Some experts say that there was two ghosts, and other people said the reason I got sick is because the ghost was trying to materialize, taking energy out of me. He said, there's so many theories about this. What does y'all think? I have no idea, he says with a laugh. That's creepy. Pretty cool. So a ghost was trying to take the man's energy to heal himself. I like that. We all know about the Whaley House. We've talked about that numerous times here. The ghost truck stop. On the road again. Hightailing on the road again. So you got that creepy looking thing. On his way to get married, a military man and his best man set off on an 800-mile road trip from Camp Lejeune in North Carolina to Lafayette, Indiana. It was 1 a.m. on a cold January night in 2014. The man tells a monster among us, again that podcast, that the weather is bad and temperatures were in the negative double digits. As the pair closed in on Indianapolis, they discovered they had no money to pay for gas to refuel the car and were about to run out. Growing up in the trucking industry with my dad, I decided to stop at a truck stop, the man explained. But because the main interstates were shut down due to the weather, they had to get off the highway and search for a truck stop along the back roads instead. We found a smaller truck stop. It had one truck, and it was just kind of strange. It was just a blacked out truck with a blacked out trailer. There was no real marking on it, nothing distinguishable, he says. They went in, hoping the clerk or waitress would spot them a few dollars for gas enough to make it to Indianapolis, which that time they'd go to the bank, take the cash out, and pay back the loan. Instead, they found a tidy diner occupied by a waitress, a cook, and a lone truck driver. I went inside, talked to this driver. He bought us a cup of coffee. We sat there and talked for about 30 minutes about what was going on and where where we were headed. He gave us $20 for gas. I went outside, pumped our gas, came back in. I told him, "Hey, I really appreciate it. I'll be back." Making good on his word, the man got cash from a bank upon arriving in Indianapolis and returned to the diner. When he arrived at about 10 o'clock in the morning, it was boarded up. He said, "It looks like it's been abandoned for years, and the truck's gone, but we had just been in there." They pulled in anyway and found a police officer parked in the lot. They explained what happened just hours before. There was a cop. Chuckled and replied, "Oh, you met the ghost of 3." So 2 military convicts had a cup of coffee with interacted 3 people at the diner, and at the fuel pump I got $20 worth of gas, says the man. When I came back, it's been boarded up. If I remember correctly, the cop had said 25 years. Dang! That's pretty fucking wild. The Ghost of 3. That might be one to bring up another show. I'm actually going to have to look into that. The Burden House, we did that one. That's up in the Massachusetts area. Let's see what else we have. Salem, I'm going to save that one for as it gets close to Halloween. The Haunted Ventriloquist Doll. Here we go. Hey, my chat got quiet all of a sudden. Who's still here? Anyone? Or am I talking to a ghost? Ferris Bueller. One minute everyone's in chat, next minute they all left me. I don't like being by myself. Come back, I'm sorry. Jerry's back. Okay, 1. Oh, haunted Ghost Butt Monkeys Act. There you go. That was Grim. Grim's in the building. When Marty was a child back in the 90s, he tells Monster Among Us that she was a fan of ventriloquist Edgar Bergen and his dummy sidekick Charlie McCluskey. She says that when her father came across a ventriloquist doll as he wandered through a small magic shop located outside of Santa Rosa, California, he decided to buy it for her birthday. While ringing up the sale, Morty says the cashier gave her father weird vibes, said to him, "You know, when you put your hand inside the doll, he's gonna come alive." Laughing off the comment, he brought the dummy home to his daughter. According to Morty, she was over the moon when the dad gave her the doll, saying, "I was so happy that when I got the doll, I was obsessed." But before long, strange things began happening. Through impossible because the doll's head was made of hard plastic, she says its expression would change, including its smile. Worried something would happen to a precise dummy, Marty's family shut it away in a cupboard most nights. One night, she and her family were awakened by the pitter-patter of steps in their living room. Thinking it was the dog or another family member, they went to look. No one was there except the doll, who was sitting on the couch. We remember specifically, we always put it away because I loved that doll so much and that I took care of it, Morty says on the podcast. other strange occurrences. She was happy because she was so you might be right. She was pecking the doll. You never know. You never know. And more other strange occurrences began happening when Morty and her dad were away. Her uncle was alone in the house, and Uncle says he heard Morty's father calling his name from the living room, even though he wasn't home. When he went to look, he found the doll once again sitting on the couch and no one else. All of the family was pretty much scared of the doll, Marty says. People would start hearing their names being called, and we would hear walking at night, so we decided we needed to get rid of it. Being Mexican and religious, Morty said his parents wanted to burn the doll in case it was demonic. They put it on the grill, and Ryan and Steven both said they would be getting pegged. Yeah, well, now they have a doll to get pegged by. There you go. That is true. They put it on the grill, and according to Morty, it wanted burned. This doll would not go up in flames at all whatsoever. They tried cutting it with a knife, but were unsuccessful. Finally, they threw it in the trash can. After the garbage was collected, Morty's dad went to retrieve the bin. In it, the doll. To rid themselves of the dummy, they dug a hole in the backyard, then filled it with cement. Morty and his family have long since moved away, but she says they still think about the doll and the possibility that eventually it finds one of us. I mean, that's a way to fuck with you. Everyone hates being in trouble because doll to begin with, and now you're gonna do shit like this. That could be real trouble. The imaginary friend. Oh, that's looks intriguing. Hey, look, Jacqueline and Jackie. There you go. Jacqueline from Oklahoma says that while her memories have faded over the years, she recalls having an imaginary friend when she was young. We've all had them. I had a couple. I'm sure Grim would have had one or two. He probably still does. Her grandparents, Granny Junie and Pa Hank, lived in a small home with a quiet backyard. Jacqueline recalls visiting him as a child. I have very good memories of my Pa Hank. I want to say Hunk, but it's Pa Hank. So, Jacqueline says on the podcast about I really gotta look this podcast up. He would sit under the tree and tell me stories. The stories were often about his life and memories of probation. She says he was actually a very interesting character. The only problem, her grandfather died in 1981, and Jacqueline was born in 1982. Oh, shit. I don't think I've ever realized that I was getting stories from a ghost, she says, adding that the rest of her family knew of his presence in the house. My Granny Junie would never stay in the house on the anniversary of his death. She says he did die in the house. Jacqueline also recalls hearing Pa Hank get up in the middle of the night when she was staying at the house. It never occurred to me that these were memories of an eternity. She said in hindsight, Jacqueline says that even though her childhood imaginary friend was actually her dead grandfather, it cast a different light because it was a relative and not a stranger. It never felt like ghosts. It felt like I was talking to my Pa Hank. Okay, that's just really fucked up. What do you got to say about that one, sir? That one's really fucked. So this kid was even born in, her grandfather died in 81. She was born in 82. So she was a kid going to grandparents. What the fuck? Nah, just bizarre. The kidnapping ghost. Oh shit. Now we have a ghost kidnapper. How do you like that? Everyone left. Nobody likes Mr. Knast. What if she had sex with her dead grandfather's ghost? I mean, that is a good what if question, sir. I mean, I don't know. Could she have a ghost baby? Uh, that is a good what if question, sir. You don't know. It's a fucked up question to think about, but you never know. One caller named Joe tells of moving to Georgia from California in the late 90s. Soon after, he says his brother followed him to the Peach State, which is Georgia. Green slime coming out of the hole. Yeah, you never know, sir. Pretty gross to think about, but you never know. He says he rented. His brother followed him to the Peach State and rented an old house built in the 1800s. It looked nice from the outside. It did not feel good from the inside. Joe says during the podcast, according to Joe, things seemed off from the moment he helped his brother move into the home. I walked into the house and went, oh man, the hair stood up on the back of my neck and I just felt ill at ease, like this place isn't cool at all. Moments later, while carrying items into the bedroom, Joe says he heard whispering. A heated whispering, almost an argument between two people that seemed to be hovering in top of the ceiling area of the room, he adds. Joe ran out of the room and asked his brother if he'd felt something off about the house too. His brother had picked up on the vibe, but assured Joe that things would be all right. As long as you're good, Joe says he told his brother, I'm not good, but I'm going to help you. I'm going home and I probably won't come back here. And sure enough, Joe's brother began experiencing unusual occurrences in the house. The most alarming, however, was when Joe says his young niece was found wandering alone on a busy road with her hand held up in the air. Police and other agencies were called to investigate the incident, and when asked, his brother's 4-year-old explained that she'd gone for a stroll with the old lady that lives here. She just wanted to go for a walk, so we went for a walk. Given that the front door was too heavy for a 4-year-old to open by herself, no one could understand how she was able to leave the house. According to Joe, his niece, the old lady, opened the door, then we petted the dog for a little bit, then went for a walk. She was so genuine and honest at 4 years old that you couldn't call her a liar, Joe says during the podcast. Soon after, his brother moved and never returned. That's just fucked. That's just weird. I think I did that one before. Soon's public house. The unexpected passenger. Ooh, that we're going on a trip. Going on a trip in our favorite piece of shit. In the 1990s, Joey, a resident of Portland, Oregon, which I will be going to next year, was driving out the city to meet with friends when she found herself in traffic. The 18-year-old soon discovered that the cause of the slowdown was due to a dreadful car crash, and to her horror, as she passed the scene, she realized that someone had died. A moment later, there was a woman sitting in my passenger seat, Joey says. Though she admits it sounds crazy, Joey reports seeing a woman dressed in work clothes seated next to her. And despite being in complete shock, the woman in the passenger seat was even more freaked out. She looked like somebody who had just ended up in somebody else's car, Joy says of the incident. Panicked, the woman demanded to know how she got there, who Joy was. It was then that Joy noticed that the woman had an unearthly quality about her and realized that whoever she passed on the side of the road was somehow in the car with her. Ma'am, you need to calm down. My name is Joy and I'm here to help, she says she told a stranger. Joy later went on to explain that the woman She'd been in a car accident and somehow ended up in her passenger seat. The woman was stricken. At that exact moment, they passed a clearing in the trees. With some encouragement from Joey, the woman peacefully looked towards the sun, then disappeared. In completely disbelief, Joey pulled over, convinced her that she imagined the whole thing. Several days later, however, a story came up on the news about a trucker injured in a car accident. Before they finished, they threw up a picture of a woman that was in my car and explained that she had passed away in an accident. So he says it was unbelievable. It was too much. Damn. So now you have ghost hitchhikers too. Ghost kidnappers, ghost hitchhikers. That's fucking nuts. Another church up in Salem. Oh, the Ghost of Shawshank Penitentiary. Here we go. So anyone in chat who has ever seen the movie Shawshank Redemption knows it was actually filmed at a correction facility in Ohio. The Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield, Ohio is widely known for being the location of the classic movie Ghost Tours Boogaloo. There you go. Good one, sir. Blah, blah, blah. The Ohio State Reformatory, known for the classic movie The Shawshank Redemption, but the old penitentiary, which was shut down in 1990, also has a reputation for being haunted. Home to some of the most hardened criminals, the maximum security prison was once the site of murderers, suicides, and other violent encounters, according to Teresa Argy, author and paranormal investigator known as the Haunted Housewife. Interesting name. The reformatory had this incredible line of violence that ran through it almost from the beginning. Argy tells the Today.com, you can imagine why a place like that would be haunted, she says. There's something negative there that you can just feel it in your bones. And then there are in fact plenty of ghost stories from the old prison. We ran into female spirits, which I thought was incredibly interesting. Argy said one of them, she says, is likely the wife of a former warden who was accidentally shot and killed while pulling a box down from a closet shelf. Damn. That's a crappy way to die. According to Argy, the captured recordings of a woman crying and on occasion smelled rose perfume in the bedroom. Uh-oh. Ghost sex getting ready to happen, sir. Smelling perfume in bedrooms. Watch out. Another spirit that said to haunt the reformatory is a woman who sits in the prison chapel and cries. When you approach this woman sitting in the pew, she disappears. Other people have seen her walking. Boing. Argy says. Then there's the male violent presence there, according to Argy, and with the help of a medium, she says she's communicated with it. He would literally be cussing at me, she recalled, with the sessions with the angry words were unnerving. It wasn't until he followed Argy's partner home that they were truly terrified. One day she saw him through a reflection of her window, and she saw things in the black. She saw this thing in the back, the shadow figure, and she knew it was him, Argy tells the Today.com. After seeking the help of a paranormal expert, Argy says we haven't seen him since. Interesting. Yeah, boing. Is that? Hold on. So, I mean, some fucked up shit. Let's see, the random ambulance lights. We'll do this one and I'll probably start wrapping this up for tonight. Because it looks like my chat is non-existent, which is okay because we had a good beginning of the show. In the mid 1990s, Robert worked as a paramedic in a small Texas town and tells the story of a strange happening that he and his partner experienced on a call one night. After receiving a call for a female having chest pains, he and his partner climbed in an ambulance to make their way to the address. We took off code 3, which means using our emergency lights and sirens. Robert recalls, in the absence of GPS back then, Robert says that they relied on maps and mailbox numbers to guide them to a rural location. The address we were going to was a very rural one, says Robert, so there was no street lights, and it was a very dark night, so it was very difficult to read the mailboxes. As they searched for the correct driveway, Robert says he turned off the sirens. After determining they found it, they pulled in only to discover they were mistaken. So we turned off the emergency lights, and as we backed up to the road and went up the correct driveway. Upon arriving at the scene, the paramedics realized that they'd been at the same exact address the month prior for a male suffering cardiac arrest. In typical medical black humor fashion, we mentioned to each other that this was probably the wife who was now having a heart attack and was now going to join her husband. They jumped from the ambulance, bags in tow, and began treating the woman, who fortunately ended up being all right. Robert says he sent his partner to get the stretcher from the ambulance so they could take her to the hospital for evaluation. When he returned, he had a strange, questioning look on his face. According to Robert, the pair wheeled the patient out to the emergency vehicle. That's when Robert saw the ambulance had nearly every light it was equipped with turned on. Strobe lights, floodlights, material lights, everything on. After taking the patient to the hospital, Robert asked his partner why he turned on all the lights. He hadn't. In fact, he reminded Robert that they shut them all off after going to the wrong address. Neither of us recall activating the emergency light, strobes, or floodlights when they arrived at the house. There was no real reason to. We'd already gotten there. In the end, we wrote it off as her dead husband, letting her know that he was still there. Aww. That's cute. I mean, that's just a couple of them. I mean, there's some real fucking good ones. I'm not gonna lie. If I go after that list next week and go through the rest of them, I mean, pretty cool. I mean, when you sit and read these, especially late at night in the basement by yourself, you kind of do get that little hair-raising moments a little bit, but no, they were pretty cool. Then we have the Ghost Dogs. I didn't do the Ghost of Willoughby Cole. The Ghost Nanny. There you go. That'll be a good one to read next week. So, I mean, yeah, we got a couple more we can get touch base on for that next week. That's pretty awesome. But I think we'll start wrapping this up because, like I said, my chat's pretty much gone for tonight, which is, like I said, okay, because I know it is Thursday going into Labor Day weekend. So a lot of people maybe either working tomorrow, half days, and again, getting out of town. This is a little bit later than we normally go. Like I said, sorry about that. Had to start the show a little bit later because of my work schedule. So, I mean, can't control everything. We can only do what we do here at the Basement Show, and that's entertain all you. So, I mean, it does say I am still showing 4 people. I know it's me and Grim on Facebook. And then we have one on the Basement Show Twitch and one on the King's Table Twitch. Neither of which have said nothing, so we don't know who it is. Traffic on 42 tonight was unbelievable. I believe it. I mean, I'm surprised 130 wasn't more backed up. And I know it's just going to be it's going to be 10 times worse tomorrow. We both know that. Being in the locations that we're at, That was both directions. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the Phillies were away tonight. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see something real quick. I know the Phillies won, but were they home or were they away? Let's see. Hold on. Now I'm gonna look real quick. Yeah, and I gotta go to the shade tomorrow afternoon. Well, if you guys are still doing that thing with the Ghost Guardians, I would like to join you if that's okay. I mean, if you guys want to just go yourselves, I understand that too. Let's see. MLB scores. Where was this game played? No, they were home tonight. Okay. So the Phillies did play at home. So you bye. Yeah, we are go to. Yeah, like I said, I'd be interested in joining you, but I'm not going to intrude. You know me. So. But yes, Phillies were at home tonight versus the Atlanta Braves. So yeah, I could see why traffic would be a little chaotic going both ways. People trying to get into the city and then people trying to leave the game. If you're taking a Walt Whitman Bridge over, you hop on, you're right there on 42. So just said for you to come to. Okay. I was trying to. It came up go to. So I was a little confused. So you're always welcome. I appreciate that, sir. So yeah, home run by Marsh tonight. Cool, I'll take that. And then Castellanos, nice. A big win for the Phillies, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so that's probably why traffic was so bad. You had a big sporting event over in Philly. But with that almost 2-hour mark, I'm still actually a little tired from the other night. Me and Grim did another 3-hour show. Well, 3.5-hour show, I should say. We've been cranking out the shows lately. And they're going well. I mean, today might be a little bit of a low night, but that's okay. We'll bounce back and so forth. So as we always do at the end of the show, we go through a plethora of things. But before I do, I am actually going to run this second commercial. So it will help explain what Holland's Customs is. It'll actually help me catch my breath so then I have enough energy to get through the end of it. Because there was a lot to go over. So while we still can, please sit back. This is a tough weekend this week. Yes, it's going to be a tough weekend because of Labor Day, but we will still do our shows. Appreciate everyone who does pop in, hang out. But we also understand that it is Labor Day weekend, so people will be going away for the last hurrah of summer and then bring on the fall. But real quick, let me run this Holland's Customs commercial. It will explain to you everything that Holland's Customs is. And we will be back in a second. And they have it as Holmes Customs. That is a business custom run by Mr. and Mrs. Rev Graham. If you can dream it, they can make it. They have everything. They have shirts, tumblers. We have hoodies coming soon. We have basement show merch. Graham said he will be doing some 3D printing for Holmes Customs. So please go over check them out. You can find them on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. They do a wonderful job. So yeah, please go over to check them out. Now, while we were running that commercial, I had noticed that we had gotten a reaction from a special group here on the Facebook. It's Perched on the Top Rope. It's an all wrestling podcast. If you haven't checked them out, they are awesome. They have a very big following. So thank you guys for the like. Hope your shows have been going well, and hope to see you in chat. I mean, I know you're probably busy doing what you guys do with your show, but like, thanks for supporting the Basement Show. It's awesome that you guys came over and dropped us a like. I appreciate it. But yes, going back to what we were saying, make sure to check out Holmes Customs and pick up some awesome stuff. Next up, we have the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. As people have seen, this number has expanded nationwide, worldwide. It is awesome. It is a resource line for those in need. If you're in crisis, you can call or text 988 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. There's somebody always there to answer you. So please don't wait till it's too late to reach out to somebody. If you don't want to talk to a professional, you can reach out to any one of us here on the Basement Show, either it's myself, Rev Graham, Mrs. Graham, Mama D, The Spawn, Crimson Phoenix. We're all here for you, and we'd much rather have you in chat than reading about your obituary because it was too late. But as David Drummond always says from Disturb, we play usually every Friday night on the Rev Grimm Show. He says it perfectly. We all have demons. We all face different challenges, but you are not alone. So don't feel that you are alone. You always have one of us to talk to. Somebody will be there for you no matter what. If it's us here at the Basement Show or the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988, please don't wait till it's too late. Reach out because we much rather have you in chat with us than reading about your obituary in the newspaper or online. So August is wrapping up soon, which is the Overdose Awareness Month. September is National Suicide Prevention Month as well. So we will be driving this every single day all through September. So don't hesitate. You need someone to talk to. Just reach out to one of us and we'll get you what we can do to help you. And back, we're talking to a friend about what we were doing tomorrow at my day support program. It's all good, Troy. You gotta do what you gotta do, sir. So hope you have a great day tomorrow. Whatever you and your friend choose to do. Next up, we have the platforms. You can follow the Basement Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and if you would like to be part of our Discord server that we are trying to really ramp up and get going, please message one of us. We can get you linked up into our Discord. And in that Discord, you can find everything. All the shows, you can talk to any of the hosts. There's a mental health pushing in there. There's a lot to do. We're trying furiously to get TikTok more involved with what we do here on the show. So if you'd like to join it, if you're not in already, please message one of us. We can get you a link that has an invite to it, and you can link up and join our Discord and talk to any one of us. So you have that. Yeah, plenty of outlets. So those in chat, please make sure to pass on the word, like, follow, and share all the platforms. Help us keep going because we're getting closer to certain milestones, and it's just amazing to see the growth of the show from where it started to where it is now. So we got that. Now my next adventure coming soon is thebasementshow.live.com, where we will be leaving social media, taking all our shows over to thebasementshow.live.com. We will be making sure that we have a website that you are able to chit chat with us on, so we can still have a interaction with our fans and so forth. That is the biggest thing right now, is being able to find a website that will allow you to live stream and also have a chat with that live stream, because you guys are what make these shows go. So hopefully we will get that running up very, very soon. Wow, Mr. Darth, thank you for popping in. Hope you had a good stream on your end. So everyone who is still in chat, if you're on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, go over, join the Nexus Nation. Check him out. He is an awesome streamer. Lately, they've been playing Call of Duty. I know they were playing a little bit of Fortnite this week. They will be getting Black Ops 6 when that comes out. So if you like video games, Darth Nexus is the man, the myth, the legend. He was one of us at one point. He was a co-host of mine on Turnbuckle Thursdays back when we had a wrestling show. And then he branched off and has built an incredible, absolutely incredible Twitch community over on the Purple brand. So please go over, show Darth some support. Let him know that you came from the Basement Show and that Mr. Knast told you to go check him out. So, I mean, he is awesome. He streams Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We'll occasionally do a pop-up stream, but he is Basement Show family as well. Like I said, he was a former host. So go over and check him out. So, and if you don't, that's up to you. But I think you'd be a fool not to check him out. He's amazing. If you know Bob Ross, then you would love Darth. Darth is Bob Ross Jr., no relation whatsoever, but you may think that you're looking at Bob Ross on screen. So, yeah. Thank you, Darth, for popping in tonight. Always appreciate it when you do pop in. And I have a special job for you next year, sir, which I will talk to you as it approaches next year, because this past Sunday night you had me cracking the fuck up. So I have a special job for you next year. So this time next year, we'll be talking, because you will be coming back to the Basement Show for one night, whether you like it or not. But going to the show lineup. So a big one that we are pushing right now is October 6th. The Basement Show has registered for the Out of the Dark Greater Suicide Walk over in Philadelphia on October 6th. And we are asking for you guys to help us out. And what we're asking for is any donation you can give. All the money that we do raise is being donated to the Out of the Dark Greater Suicide Walk on October 6th. So if you would like to donate, it's on PayPal at The Basement Show. But we have special incentives with this. And I will go through this because this is a lot. So please bear with me. Okay, first one's up. We raised $100. The Banshee twins, who are Ryan and Steven over on the Forgotten Podcast, they will be stuck together side by side for an entire day. Now, Miss Grimm has said she is going to make a shirt that they will be interlocked at the arms and they will be forced to walk side by side in that shirt for the entirety of the walk, which is about 1.5 miles from the Fairmont Park up to the Mann Center in Philadelphia. So that'd be funny to see, because they hate each other in a sense. They love each other, but they hate each other, if that makes sense. So that's the $100 gag, as you call it. Raise $200. They will be stuck side by side But then we will also torture them, and they will be put into a helmet. After we go through this, they will still be stuck side by side for the entirety of the day, but they will be wearing a helmet and endure some type of punishment to make it a living hell. So you get the 100, and then you get the $200. Yes, draft day, you're absolutely right. Like I said, I think I might have a special job for you next year, Joyce. And then Gary says, count me in. Yes, anybody who would want to just walk with us is more than welcome to. We will get you the details. If you're interested in walking with us, we have, I think right now, 7 or 8 that will be joining us. It's all for good cause. I mean, I took the day off, so everyone from the Basement Show will be present for it. So if you would like to be part of it, just message one of us and we can get you the information you need to join us. The next banner is the $500 one. Now, if we raise $500, you get the 100, 200, and this is where I get involved. If we raise $500, I will get my first ever piercing done within reason. This will be my first ever piercing, so I'm already scared shitless about it. But again, the money will be going to a good cause and so forth. Now, if one person does the $500 by themselves, then they get complete say on where this piercing goes. But if it's done collectively, we will disperse, we will do a vote, and the highest vote will be tallied up, and that's where the piercing will go. I will only go to one person who will be doing it, and that is Miss Heather herself. So that's the $500 thing. $750, you get 100, 200, 500. Then you also add Grim into this. We raise $750, Grim will get a brand new tattoo. Again, within reason. No names, no scene gestures, pictures, so forth. But he will get a new tattoo. And again, if it's done collectively, we will take a vote, see where it goes, and so forth. So, yeah, that. Now $1,000. This one, if we raise it as a whole, the highest bidder will receive this one. And you will be able to pick a host to hang out with from the Basement Show or the Forgotten Podcast for the entire day. Now, Grimm's come as a package deal because of medical concerns, but they're open to this, so you get 2 for the price of 1. Plus, you get everything else down the line. So now, if someone like Troy is the highest bidder, we will have to do something with him virtually. But still, all goes to a great cause. So that's if we hit the $1,000 mark. Now, this last one is if someone personally donates $1,500. Yes, we know that is a shitload of money. We completely understand that. So it's not feasible for everybody. I understand that. So does everybody else. But if someone donates single-handedly donates $1,500, they will get to spend the entire day at a place of their choosing with the whole entire Basement Show. And we will do a special Basement show with you part of the show for the day. That'll be just one person donating $1,500 will get this opportunity. So keep that in mind. That is the one. That's the 6 we have for right now. We're still fine tweaking this. We might be adding more. It's like Colin's Customs, Basement Show merch, the whole kit and caboodle. I know Miss Grimm will be designing special shirts for the walk. Basement Show will be having their own special shirt. And then anyone who wants to walk with us will have their shirt as well. So we understand money's tight for everybody. Everybody lives differently. But penny, dime, nickel, quarter, dollar, $5, all this money is going to a great cause. And we can raise money all the way up to the day of the walk, which is Sunday, October 6th. So if you would like to help us out, you can donate at the Basement Show on PayPal. And we will do a special entourage video thanking everyone who did donate and so forth Plus, we might be doing a couple of random pop-up shows from the day of the event itself. So just keep that in mind as it gets closer. We will inform people. We've been saying this every show for the last couple weeks. So it's not going anywhere. We still got another let's see. It will be 5 weeks from Sunday. So still got plenty of time to help us out any way you can. All goes to a great cause. Just save that one. If you want to go check out the Forgotten Podcast on Twitch, it is m.twitch.tv/kings_table/home. That is their Twitch location. And then if you'd like to find them on Facebook, it is just the Forgotten Podcast. Go show them some love and support as we try to help them build their community. They are so new, but they've been doing a great job. So please show them some love and support. Hashtag love everyone. We love all you guys. These shows aren't the same without all you in chat popping in and out. Rather it's your first time, your last time, second time. It's awesome. So if you're looking in chat, just watching for the first time, you go back and rewatch this. We love you. Thank you for taking the time to check out the show. I mean, like I said earlier, if you don't say hi in chat, I don't know you're watching. And I feel bad. Because I know there's people who take the time to watch, but they feel shy, like they can't say nothing. You're watching a live show for a reason. Like, we encourage people, even if you just say hi, like pop it in or something. Like Dorf just did. Like, he had his stream night, and he came over and popped in the chat here. Like, that's what we do. Like, us streamers, we support each other. But to a random person who's watching this for the first time, we don't know you're watching unless you say something. So don't be shy. Like I said earlier, I can't thank you guys enough every single night for what you guys do for this show. The show is still up and coming, don't get me wrong, but like, we're building that community, and we need you guys to help us with it. So I mean, like Dork just probably streamed for the last 3.5, 4 hours on his end, but for him to stop in the basement show and show us love is fucking awesome. So like, just a simple hi or just popping in, like, at least I can still see, hey, thanks for stopping in there, Troy. Thanks, Gary, for hopping in. Like, so yeah, communication does go a long way, and in this line of work, it does too, because it allows us to know who's liking our shows. Because like Grim said earlier, some may love us, some may hate us. We like the ones that love us, but we like the ones that hate us even more because it makes us stronger. It makes us like say, hey, that person hates us. Now we can really piss them off and drive this home. So don't be shy. I'm not Mama D. I won't break people in half. So, and the last one that we always do at the end of the night is our infamous show lineup that could possibly change in the next couple weeks. Fair warning, I am telling you guys right now. If it does, you will be the first one to know. But as of now, we have the 6 shows. There might be a 7th coming. Nobody knows. But Monday night, you have Ladies' Night at 8 o'clock. That is with Mama D and Miss Grimm. Lately, they've been doing off the rails. They've been doing smut talk, gossiping, bullshitting, you name it. They do it all. They do a wonderful job on that Monday night. Tuesday night, you have the Memories of Drago and Tink. Starting at 8, lately, me and the Rev. We've just been sitting back talking. I mean, about loved ones past. Like, it's a reflection show. It's the best way to sum it up in a single word. It's just a way to come in and honor those who have unfortunately passed, but like will always still fresh on our minds. So don't be afraid to check that out. With Monday night being a holiday, will there be a show? As of now, yes. But even with Labor Day being on Monday, we are still planning on doing Ladies' Night. We're going to push through this next couple days span, even though we know it's going to be mighty tough with people going away for the holidays and stuff. But yes, as of now, all the shows will still be on the night. So you have Rev tomorrow night, ACS show Sunday night, and then Ladies on Monday night. And who knows, you might even get a surprise one Saturday night. So Tuesday night you have Members of Driver and Tank. Wednesday night is the Nerding Out Show with Mr. Ryan Banshee over at the Forgotten Podcast. That usually been starting at 7, not 8, but 7. So check that one out. Thursday night has been Expedition night, but last couple of weeks it's just been open night, pretty much. You know, I am going to go back to that list I pulled up earlier. That was actually a pretty cool list. Now, this show depends on my work schedule. So next week, I know I am done at 5:30 on Thursday, so it should start at 8 o'clock. And the Swan should be back next week. But you get to hang out with me again. What could go wrong? Tomorrow night, Friday nights, or the Red Grimm show. That's at 9 because I'm not allowed to wake Grimm up before 9 o'clock coming out of his coffin. And he is now joined by the Clemson Phoenix as well, who was in chat tonight on her birthday. Happy birthday to Miss Heather. It was great seeing her pop in chat tonight. And then Sunday night, you come back and you have the ACS show with Steven and Wolf. That also starts at 7. And then, like I said, you might have something coming Saturday. You never know. Hey, Spawn here. Sorry, late in chat. Been busy all day. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night, Spawn. 11 o'clock at night. You just coming in now? Damn. Yeah, 11:05. Hi, Spawn. No, I know you've been busy lately. It's all good. Thank you for popping in. I missed you tonight, but we just had a fun laid-back show. I did find a cool list, though. So if you do have time to go back and watch some of the show tomorrow or something, I found a list of 17 ghost stories that will leave the chills running up your spine. Some of them were really good. So you should check that out if you can. But yeah, Saturday night, you don't know what could be coming soon. Hopefully we're starting a new show. So we'll see. So I had birthday run around with the baby and spent time with my father-in-law and mother-in-law. And Rodney said you going down in fantasy. Oh, okay. Well, you know I will be looking forward to it. Mr. Knast, one of my friends is watching. Well, I don't know that, Troy, but hello, whoever's watching that is one of Troy's friends. Thank you for popping in. First time in the Basement Show. This is the Basement Show with Mr. Knast. I am Mr. Knast. I am the one who he is laughing good. Good. Because he won't be laughing after he loses. Chew. But welcome to Troy's friend. Like I said, if this is your first time. So basically like an open discussion. So if you want to say hello, we can acknowledge you. He said we will see it. So all you can do, we will see who pulls out on top. I think actually, let me look real quick. Let me close that real quick. Hold on. With my Yahoo. So let's see. Obviously, football doesn't start till next week, so we still have some time. But let's see. Matchups. I play the Rough Riders, which is my friend Sam Simmons. Let's see. League. Do all matchups. So this week, Raider Nation plays Team Miz, which is one of the more better teams. So tell him good luck. So I got Mr. Simmons, you got TJ versus Chris, Joe Gallagher versus Mike, which will be a good discussion in our group chat. My friend Vinny plays Curtis Poppinoff. The Monsters at the Midway. Team Miz versus Rodney, so good luck to Rodney. And then the Honeymooners, which is my cousins Kelsey and Chris. They play Tyler LeBreach, who has been on the Basement Show several times before. So I just waiting back to a message. I was trying to get my other friend to jump in chat, but she's busy, which is okay. But yeah, other than that, like I said, Troy, thank you for getting people to watch, but I don't know if they're in here if they're not talking. So I mean, got to go to work. Everybody stay safe. Remember, love each other, don't hate. That is very true, Gary. I actually going to put that for a minute. That is a very good comment, sir. That's a great way to end this night. I mean, why hate? We're all created equal. We're all human beings. We're all one type of person. We shouldn't hate anybody. Unfortunately, there is hate in this world, and it sucks. But should be no hate. So we're built differently. She may look one way, he may look another way. At the end of the day, we're all one person. So I like that saying, Gary. But you guys are all amazing. So Troy, thank you for bringing in some new followers. I know you've been recruiting people for the show all week. I deeply appreciate that, sir. It means a lot that you've been trying to help grow the Basement Show. Because I had said the other night, if we hit the 1,000 follower mark on Facebook by New Year's Eve, I will do a special giveaway that night. So keep the new followers coming. I think we're about 310 away from it. So yeah, you guys are all amazing. So the last thing I always do at the end of every night is go up with my chat and see who popped in tonight so I can give you the proper thank you for stopping in tonight. So we had Gary, Spawn, Troy, Darth again, Darth Nexus on Twitch. Go join the Nexus Nation and have some fun. You like video games? You love history, I promise you. We had Grim in chat. Thanks to him and Miss Grim for popping in studio for a couple minutes. It was good to see them. Jackie, Ryan Banshee, the birthday girl, Miss Heather, hung out with us in chat for a little bit. Ryan Banshee. I think that's about it. But you guys were awesome tonight. My cousin Kelsey. Yeah, I mean, good. It's been a fun night. 2.5 hours have flown by. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said earlier, like we say at the end of every show, these shows are only possible with you, the viewer. So you want to keep the Basement Show around? Let's keep growing it. Let's get new people in chat every night. Let's keep getting people interested. Because these shows only go as far as you, the viewer, take them. So, I mean, I thank you for helping me make a dream come true. We're starting off year 2 very strong, and it's only going to get stronger. So, for myself, Brad Grimm, Miss Grimm, Mama D, Spawn, the Crimson Phoenix, the Forgotten Podcast, thank you for bringing us into your home. You guys are all truly amazing, and we couldn't have done these shows without all of you. But till next time, make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 9 for the Rev Grimm Show with the Rev and the Crimson Phoenix. Other than that, I hope everyone has a good night. Stay safe. Don't take any shit. And I'll catch you later. Peace.